What is up, Aries? What is up? It's Shannon with Healing Elements here for your October 2020 reading. Yay, you have a big event in October. October 1st, the moon will be full moon in your sign of Aries. Also making it incredibly strong. Mars, your planet, the planet that rules Aries, is in your sign. So the moon will be full in Aries, and we have Mars, which rules Aries, in the sign of Aries, where we find Mars retrograde. So it is an understatement to say that everybody will feel this collective energy that is overwhelmingly powerful. And retrograde and the planets have to do with resolving and reevaluating and readjusting and resurfacing thoughts, actions, behavior patterns, tendencies that you have thought you healed, and a little portion of some of that was deep down inside and will resurface. We also have in the sign of October, guys, the other pretty major, there's a lot of major aspects, pretty major aspects going on in October as well, is Mercury, our favorite planet that creates havoc on technology when it's retrograde and kind of puts plans on holds and hiccups and all kind of things. Communication becomes more difficult. Yep, you guessed it. Mercury will be in retrograde for most of October, beginning to station around the 14th or mid-October, and retrograde until the United States election day. Woo! November 3rd. Okay, so we have a lot going on. A huge deal is that we have 3 planets, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn, all in Capricorn. Oop, there we go. All in Capricorn. Get you 5 off the top. And all around pretty much the same location and degree. So, guys, here is your reading. I hope that you can get any kind of positive message out of this that may help you or just give you some sort of validation or anything that I can do to provide, guys, at this time. Lord knows it is incredibly difficult, and when we are all facing a collective problem like COVID and the economic shutdown and just everything going down, it really helps to come together for different variety of things to heal. And so this is one of the many things I do to try to help and just to try to heal and give love. So Aries, guys, watch out for your temper, for other people's temper. Watch out for crazy lunacy going down. Now I filmed this on the 20th of September and the 29th, 30th, and October 1st, including, I would guesstimate, a week after, at least, that we will be feeling a big, huge shift. I feel as if it's imperative to tell you, whether or not you subscribe or buy into these occurrences of portals opening or energy being downloaded to us from the universe, from the stars, no matter, regardless whether it is your clinical and scientific and you believe that the collective tension is regarding just what's going on in the United States in a variety of different reasons. Regardless, I'm here for you guys, but I want you to know I'm feeling it. There is incredible energy pouring into us. This, again, has a big emphasis on strong energy that you, Aries, represent. So Aries, this can overwhelm all of us and overwhelm you because it is just, the vibe is wanting us to attack, wanting us to take care of self, but in an aggressive way, right? You're the first sign in the zodiac, and the first sign in the zodiac is not yet acclimated to, thinking before they leap. So they usually problem solve. Aries, you usually problem solve with an aggressive tendency, right? If you don't have any kind of planets, a moon, a rising Venus, or something like that that softens it up, that would make you more kind of negotiable or ready to talk it out with pacifism. Maybe if you have like a Libra or water sign. So guys, lean toward showing your authority with an assertive flow and an assertive kind of, stern yet waiting 10 seconds even to say something to somebody who is on your everlasting nerve. Because let me tell you, everything is going to get on your nerves even more so, and you know how that is being an Aries. You're quick, you want things done, you're very, very capable, you're very sharp-witted. It is very, very difficult for you at times, Aries, to show temperance and patience, and then other times you're able to more easily. This is going to be a time that's going to challenge all of us, and we are going to definitely be feeling a lot of either tension or readjustment in relationships. So if you're coming to this for anything regarding love, I feel it. I was channeling the song, and I've gotten this song once or twice before, but it was really overwhelming. So it's No Air by Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown, and I just kept on hearing the lyrics. It's like, you got me out here in the water so deep, tell me how you're going to be without me. If you're not here, I can't breathe. There's no air. So are you feeling exhausted, Aries? Or you will be. Are you feeling suffocated maybe by somebody, too overwhelmed, and you're just like, this is enough, and you're ready to like put the hammer down, like Thor's hammer for, Aries, I always describe. Shout out, you know who you are, girl. Anyway, the first card you guys got, Aries, is purpose. Follow your path. So what I want to read into this card for your reading, Aries, is make sure that when you do carry on your vibe, Aries, of taking care of self, really important to follow your own path rather than get wrapped up in other people pushing you, pulling you with their aggressive tendencies, their projected negativity, their asshole maneuvers, pretty much. Just follow your path, and the path that I would recommend you follow, whatever calls to your heart, but the path I would recommend you follow to, really be able to self-soothe through all of October, right, is a prescription of things you can do that will help, like, baths that are soothing, or 2 showers a day if you need to just have an alone time and a release into that water. Water is cleansing. It is, a rebirth mechanism. It is, anointing your soul and cleansing it, feeling refreshed, a new beginning. You're dirty and then you get clean and you start afresh. So baths, getting oils, all kind of, tea tree oil. I would recommend peppermint for you guys, Aries. Something peppy, but also will have, an effect on you. Lavender oil. If you don't have a diffuser, I was just speaking on another podcast. You can check it out if you want. It is all about the root chakra, feeling secure and trusting. And I had mentioned how I have a couple of fake flowers around my house. And if I don't have my diffuser, I'll just put my essential oils, a little bit on here, rub it around, and there you go. You can have the scent permeate in the room. And this is very important. There's so many modalities that we use for therapy. Which one was that? Victimhood. Take responsibility, guys. Sometimes that's hard to do. So, use a variety of healing techniques, whatever works for you or whatever you are curious about, whatever calls out to you, whatever you're intuitively guided to do, even if you haven't done it anymore. Before, go ahead and do it. I definitely have been, really, really, really channeling and called to try Tai Chi. I tried it half-heartedly a few times. I'm really into yoga. However, I'm going to do that, and I feel that. And I also have, stocked up on all kind of things that I use, like art supplies to make my self-made oracle cards. You know what I mean? The things, whatever calls out to you. If it's swimming, if it is hiking, if it is crystals, I would suggest tourmaline. I would suggest rose quartz. I would suggest maybe even something like I have here, which you can get this at Walmart, basically. This is a Himalayan sea salt. And things that are naturally grown and derived from the earth are always going to help ground you to Mother Gaia, our earth, help you along the path and give you strength of character and present you with that connection so that it, kind of stabilizes you. It helps to realign to center. So, of course, exercise, any kind of benefit that you can add that'll help you nutrition-wise, whether that is taking one tiny step and alleviating something like caffeine, because right now, as you know, your energy is all about pep. You're all about that life. You're all about love. You're all about exuberance. You are so excitable. That's why I totally love Aries because they never get sick of the way that I never stop. I'm just always on an excitable vibe. Not always, but I get excited. And so Aries, I love you. Following your path is important, so don't get distracted during this time. It's going to be aggravating because perhaps for the full moon, October 1st, perhaps when we have your planet in retrograde in your sign, full moon in Aries, you're going to be very surprised. I've experienced this a couple of times in the last 2 days, and other people have said it as well. You may find it so shocking that something that you have already dealt with, shadow work, that you have dealt with and squashed and put away because it was straying you away from your path, your true calling. You may find this person, this memory, this guilt trip, this feeling, this vibe comes back to haunt you. And don't worry, the good news is it's not here forever. Okay, this is just one of those spiritual awakening type of life path tests, honestly. It is just reminding you that every once in a while, triggers resurface our traumas, and we just need to know how to deal with them in a healthy manner and not get ourselves in a more, unevolved, out of alignment state, right? So if in the past, Aries, you sensed your purpose, you eliminated something, right? Or you put something in your life, and now you are finding that, to your surprise, you're going back or wanting to resort back to the ways in which you were not self-soothing in a healthy way previous to that. Okay, just stick to your life path. Your purpose is what you're doing right now. And that being said, I promise you that these hesitations, these insecurities about your life path, they are not real. They will pass. This too shall pass. And again, if you connect it with the past and you think to yourself, oh, okay, I remember this. I wasn't following my path prior to this because I was really bogged up with this distraction or negative thought, and I got rid of it. I was so happy, and now it's bubbling up again. So what does that mean? You got to wait, acknowledge the feeling. Again, I always say make friends with that feeling, acknowledge it, but self-reflect and deep dive, and you'll finally get out of, I would say like mid-November, the latest, out of that place of, reconsidering, second-guessing, that type of thing. Honor, acknowledge you, me, and we. There's a lot going on right now with the state of equality, with, Black Lives Matter, say her name, Breonna Taylor, that type of thing. Maybe Aries, you are incredibly drawn to making sure everybody is treated with equal dignity, respect, and integrity. And you honor this diversity, but you also remind people that as diverse as everyone is, unique as a snowflake, we all share a commonality. We are all literally stardust, or same bloodline. We are all the same species, despite our cultural backgrounds, our blood type, despite our color of our skin, despite whom we choose to go to bed with. And this Aries for you is either a message to encourage you to maybe shift your thinking. If you don't believe that everyone is equal, right? Watch, maybe some videos on YouTube about people who have committed suicide because they were so abused, stereotyped, and discriminated against in one way, shape, or form. A lot of the LGBTQ community, special needs community, people who are perhaps a color or a culture, a ethnic background, and they are in some unevolved place that has 90% of people who are going to, unfairly discriminate. Try doing those kind of things, but I feel like I'm talking to a lot of you out there who, you are out there doing the work, you're out there marching, you are out there putting it, either on social media or in the face of maybe even your dental, visit. You're talking about honoring the other person, yourself, and the togetherness and the wholeness of all. You're talking about how important it is to honor everyone equally and show them respect in the most dignified form. Aries. So when you go through, again, this really kind of, I'm going to be real, a volatile type of challenging, emotional full moon, now through, again, like the actual full moons on the 1st and throughout until like the 7th, I would say use that vibe, use the, reminder that somebody may be doing something that you disapprove of, right? And it may not even have to do with you. Honor that we all have our own choices, and unless it's affecting you detrimentally, don't get involved. In Aries, if it is affecting you detrimentally, don't come in with the boxing gloves. First, try to come to the podium, okay? Third one, empathy. We all need a lot more empathy, or a lot of people out there, right? Aries, I see and hear you. I am so sorry for you. You know what this card is for, guys? I'm going to read into it. I just laughed. I'm going to be real. I'm going to make a video all about spirit guides and how I work with them and how I have, but it's funny. I saw a YouTube video on someone who had a near-death experience, and she was explaining that, she got to know after that there really are spirit guides and guardian angels, and that she's the first person I heard say that her spirit guides oftentimes come with humor. Absolutely. Same with me. I just channel big time that this card, or at least to tell you this as a joke or seriously, this card is from me to you, Aries, because if I'm feeling the craziness, I cannot imagine how you must feel, exuberant or otherwise, or at a detriment and exhausted like that, no air, suffocating. I feel like I have so much empathy for you, being an Aries, going through this powerful full moon in Aries with Mars, your planet, retrograde in your sign of Aries. It's powerful and cannot be understated. I'm telling you what, boy, I see and I hear you guys. If you want to leave me a comment, you send me an email, a DM, go to my Instagram. It's at healingelements1111. I got your back. I'm always, definitely doing things for, an exchange of energy. I charge, of course, for my readings that are planned, scheduled, and particular to you, and one-on-one in a video call, $33, and then also $77 options. But that being said, feel free, Aries, any Aries, I'm going to be real, because I have empathy and I love you guys and I'm here to heal, right? I'm manifesting abundance, sure, but it'll come in due time as long as I follow my path and honor everybody, right? And use empathy. So I'm going to be real. Anybody who watches this, anybody, if you're an Aries or a cross watcher, if you watch this video and you hear these words right now, I appreciate you. That means you're what, like a few minutes in, and I adore that you come to my channel unviewed. You can get a pre-recorded, I will do like a reading for you and send it to you. So I just message me in any way, pisceshealingelements@gmail.com, or you can message me through the DM, the direct message option in Instagram at healingelements1111. It's in my about section, and I'll also remind you it is in the description box as well. Aries or cross viewers, that is my promise and my gift to you. That is the very least I can do, is provide empathy back to you. But I see you and hear you and know that you are going to, like the rest of us, but in a very powerful, profound way, you're going to feel the intensity. Ooh! Intensity, right when I said that. Drop the lighter. I'm going to take the time now to light the incense because that was perfect opportunity. I just wanted to overstate how much I have respect for you guys, because I could not imagine if this was happening in my sign. As it is, I have 2 people in my household that have an Aries rising sign, and I'm like, good Lord, because they've had, some things going on, and they're not really the biggest astrology or spiritually awoke type of peeps. So it's like I'm observing and I'm like, man, oh man. So nothing but love for you guys, Aries, as always. Belonging. Yep, I'm here. I'm your pack. If you're watching this, I'm your tribe. Tribal council. What's up, Aries? What's up, Mars ruled beauties? Belonging. Find your soul tribe. Find, especially now through like mid-November, please, even if you go and hang around other type of people after November. For the month of October, I'm going to be real. I really seriously want you to, even if it's via, social media or YouTube, gravitate toward content and the people and the messages that lift you up, make you feel like you belong. Don't make you feel like an outsider. Don't make you feel like you don't have any right to express yourself if their opinion differs from you. Find your pack, because strength in numbers. When we are together and empathize with each other, when we show empathy and honor the whole, you, me, and we, despite our differences, that is true unconditional love and unity. And right now, I don't have to tell you, it is crazy days out there, guys, in many countries, including our own, right? Just people do not want to seem to forget about the fact that they differ vastly in opinion. They seem to just want to attack the other party or person, if we're talking politics or relationships, rather than showing unconditional love, comfort, making them feel like they belong, even if their opinion is different than yours. So find your pack. I'm really going to tell you that'll help you. Friends that really feel you on stuff, that are symbiotic, they're just compatible with you. You feel a big kinship, you feel comfortable, and that you've known them for many lifetimes, that type of thing. Even if it's someone you haven't reached out to in a while. I have a feeling, Aries, that right now you are going to be a magnet to so many people, and some of them may be parasites, some of them may be energy vampires, somebody may be coming at you because you are fired up with great potential energy too, as far as like getting shit done and just really being able to come out on top. That is a no-brainer, and for sure I feel that way. But I feel, as you know, like the moth to a flame. Whenever people, and it's the saddest thing for me, whenever people do well and show strength, which you do a lot, which show valor and courage and determination and no holds barred attitude, which you do, and you're going to right now in October, it, for whatever reason, for many reasons that I can tell you, of course, there are going to be the hater nation congregation peeps that come around you, and it is their mission, it is their purpose, they feel it's their purpose to bring you down and make you feel like you are doing nothing but bad and detrimental behavior, and you don't belong in that position, or you don't belong with them. You know what I mean? There's just going to be a kickback. So just eliminate the whole possibility of this going down and having, you know, someone bark, pardon the pun, bark in your ear that is just not going to help you get through. That there's no point in it. So even if you have to put, you know, people on ice, so to speak, during this volatile, extra fiery season right here, right? We have also, I should mention, Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio, if you do or do not know, used to, or traditionally was ruled by Pluto and Mars, both planets, okay? So there's a lot of fire, because if you add Scorpion and the Mars influence, I mean, we have so much going on. So don't play the victim role. Trust me, I feel sorry for you. You have a right to. But if you stay wallowing in, you know, woe is me, I feel sorry for myself, I'm not taking responsibility, it was all that other person's fault, or it's all, you know, the world's fault, it's like, it's not going to move the cogwheels. You're not going to be on the treadmill going anywhere. I mean, you're not going to be running, going anywhere. You're going to be on a treadmill, like stuck, but moving and wasting energy unnecessarily. So literally take responsibility and put in the work, do the practice, you know, like I said, that kind of self-soothing that's healthy, that have to do with distractions like creative projects, like I said, crystals, bats, right? Take responsibility that you are the only one that can decide your happiness. It is no one else's responsibility to provide happiness for you, and it is your responsibility to acknowledge this and know that you can make the shift of perspective to think in a different way and to overcome any kind of negative, catastrophic thoughts. You are your own captain. So while there are times where you truly could be a victim, take responsibility for what you need to take responsibility for. So if there is a relationship, because we have a lot of things, you know, we have something going on, a trine with Mars and Venus. So your planet is also in a great, great aspect for love, compatibility, new partnerships, you know, connecting with your partner. So if you find yourself saying, oh my, nothing is ever going to work because woe is me, it's all that other person's fault, it's not going to be resolved. You're just going to stick a band-aid on the wound. So take responsibility and really deep dive and be like, okay, you know what, maybe if, you know, a relationship is to work, it does take some hard work and deliberate actions. You know, it may not have to even be counseling or anything like therapy, but it could be deliberate actions like, okay, once a night we're going to take a walk, me and my partner, and we're going to talk each night about a subject. You know, each person can pick a subject and talk back and forth 2.5 minutes each, something like that. Little things like connecting in a different environment or with a different set of, you know, circumstances, like instead of just watching a movie, interact and play cards with each other, something like that. That will allow you to take responsibility by saying, I'm putting in the work, I'm deliberately doing action in order to resolve things, right? Beautiful spread. Guys, so now I am going to take out, this is the new set of happiness message scrolls. So we will take out one message out of here and I will read it to you guys. And if you want to see what we got here for you. If you want to do a journal exercise, it suggests that as well. Okay, Aries, for October 2020, I love you to death, I appreciate you. It says, true happiness is a state of fulfillment. Follow your path. I see you, I have empathy. It may be hard, but you know what? Great things come to those who challenge themselves. True happiness is a state of fulfillment. Do what fulfills you. Hang around the tribe, the soul family members who fulfill you and lift you up and would never even think of knocking you down, right? So, what has been a source of fulfillment to you, Aries? That is a journaling exercise if you'd like to participate, and this is neat. So this is out of a journal book, and it's day 314. That's my birthday, guys. March 14th. What's up? Your friendly reader, Piscean, born on Steph Curry's birthday. So there you have it, guys. Your message scroll, and to leave off, this is a new self-made DIY deck. Various little backs, and I will pull one card out for you. And you have got this card on one side. It says dedication, and the message is the traffic circle message. So let's read it, guys. Traffic circle. Have you ever seen that roundabout type traffic circle in a city's intersection and noticed that one car that keeps missing opportunities to merge with traffic due to their obvious intrepid hesitation? You are that card. Make a bold move and merge. Integration. So merge out of any kind of victimhood role, guys. Take responsibility and put in the work, and it can be done. I absolutely adore you. And remember, if you saw the part, or if you're listening now, if you would like me to pull some free cards for you, send me a DM or an email, guys. I appreciate you. I love you. Everything that I am fulfilled with now within the Healing Elements channel and Instagram and my healing practices online and otherwise is because of you guys and your support and encouragement. So I'm sending you nothing but blessings, love, and light, and safety, well-being, and plenty of encouraging words during this full moon in the sign, your sign of Aries. Blessings, love, and light, guys.